It's a West versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Phoenix right now in the middle of a road trip. These guys facing good ball clubs and will continue to over the upcoming stretch of games. Even more critical to notch a win in this one.
Yeah, and the trip they've got in front of them, as long and as difficult as it may be, it could really be a jumping off point if they can come through it successfully. Those long road trips can really be big momentum builders.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Harris is out there with Rodman, and it's Livingston in at the 1. Settling into the new season now, Doris. Some teams really finding that groove and their rhythm. Talk about what they can do to maintain that. Sometimes it's easier to get there, but then to maintain it becomes the real chore.
Right, and that's where coaching comes into play. Guys trying to pull the right string, play the right notes with their teams. And obviously, one of the most important things you can have on a night-by-night basis is energy, consistent energy on the defensive end. If you stay in the moment, you focus on the next play. I know 82 games can be a grind, Kev, but if you break it down into smaller chunks, it becomes much more manageable.
Good idea. Here's Allen. Following the basket by T.J. Warren. Allen kicks to Markkanen. Kicks it out to Allen. Done outside. Allen against Harris. Allen, that's good. Well, Greg, fans are asking for it, and the NBA delivered. It was announced that AI will be a part of the dunk contest at All-Star Weekend.
And with the way AI comes up with those highlight reel dunks every game, it seems, you had to put him in the contest. If he wasn't a part of the festivities, everyone would second-guess the validity of the dunk contest.
Dunn kicks to Markkanen. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. To the paint. It's stolen by Rodman. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. And slam dunk by Harris.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now here's Allen. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. Count it.
Yeah, how about the focus there by Markkanen? Terrific at keeping his eyes on the basket, not letting the D affect his rhythm.
Here is Livingston. He kicks it to Booker. And the wide open shot from Warren off target with his 3. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one, and the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
Levine can't hit. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Inside, it's stolen by Allen. And it's in there.
Well, you like the effort of T.J. Warren, capitalizing when he's shooting in the painted area.
Chicago trailing here. Allen outside. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Carter kicks to Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. Allen. It's hauled in by the Suns. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
Yeah, it should be an interesting matchup tonight. These two teams will only face off twice all season.
Well, so you want to make these opportunities count, right? Since they don't see each other often, it's going to be an intriguing battle.
And if he can hit that shot, it spreads the defense out and really changes the complexion of the game.
It just opens the court up so much more, and you like to see him get into a rhythm from beyond the arc.
And here's Booker after Chris Dunn made that last 3-pointer. Over Levine. Allen with the rebound.
And a surprise he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too lax that time.
Levine dishes to Allen. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Booker kicks to Rodman. Back to Booker. Outside Warren. Over Allen. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And with plenty of games still ahead, here's a quick rundown of the power rankings thus far. Taking a look at Toronto, they slide down to the 3rd spot, trying not to slide any further.
And checking out Chicago, they've proven time and time again this season that not only are they for real, but they may be the team to beat.
And then Allen slams it in.
Oh, and look at his man just go flying by him after the shot fake.
And it might be humiliating for the defender, but it feels oh so good on the other side. My goodness. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. This arena in downtown Phoenix opened in 1992. Doris, in 2022, they can opt out of their lease. Otherwise, they'll be locked in for another 10 years.
Well, they're currently playing in the 6th oldest NBA arena, and the Suns are hoping to either renovate that building or build a brand new one. The question becomes, of course, who pays for it?
The Bulls leading by 5. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Here's Levine. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Rodman passes to Warren. In the corner, it's Harris. They could use a bucket. Rodman trying to break free. And then Rodman with the dunk.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength, just like that.
You know, it's an invaluable asset to have. He's as tenacious down there as anyone.
Here's Dunn, following the score by Phoenix. Allen kicks to Markkanen. Back to Allen. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Allen's got 8 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
No good from Booker.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
Dunn passes to Allen, and it's Allen slamming it down.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers. Dunn showing great vision.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Marjanovic checked in for Carter. Jabari Parker comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Tyreke Evans is checked in for Levine. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Chris Dunn. And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Rodman. Antetokounmpo comes in for Harris. Jackson, he's checked in for T.J. Ward. And it's Bridges in for Sean Livingston. Here's Allen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Josh Jackson. More and more, we're hearing the term positionless basketball, Doris, but it's not an entirely new concept. I remember Jerry West, for example, talking about it a couple decades ago.
Well, I think Jerry West talking about it is about there are certain guys historically who could play in any era. Jerry West would be there. Rick Barry would be another one. So certainly this has been a topic discussed in the past. I think why it's so important in today's day and age, the NBA has become a switch-heavy league, and that's on the defensive end. And therefore, teams like Boston and others are building their roster around guys who are switchable and versatile. It's become an almost necessity in today's NBA.
Great perspective. Now, here's Bridges. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Yes, that goes in. Now, just a 5-point Bulls lead.
Well, I love watching Josh Jackson try to fend off the defense. Refuses to be bothered by the contact.
Mudiay finds Allen. Bulls moving the ball around. And Allen slams it in.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Here's Jackson, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, this guy is developing more and more of an interior game, and I like watching Josh Jackson convert this close to the cup.
Pass to Moutier. Parker kicks to Allen. Now Moutier back to Allen. From 12 feet out, and Jackson with the block.
Well, how about the defensive instincts of Josh Jackson? Boy, the length and athleticism, send it back, sir.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Antetokounmpo against Parker. Back to Allen. Down low. Marjanovic passes to Parker. Back to Marjanovic. Poked away. To the middle. Here's Allen. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Man, look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
To the paint. Here's Ayton. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Smith is out there with Livingston. Then it's Rodman. Then there's Harris. And it's Warren in at the 3 slot. And here we go. Levine heading to the...
Yeah, just amazing hustle. Chris Dunn using his long arms to come away with these kinds of steals.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Levine deciding where to go with it. It's Allen on the wing. Offline with his 3. Suns trail by 3. Dunn kicks to Allen. He dishes it to Carter.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
It's his first trip to the line, and he makes the first. Carter hits them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Pass to Rodman. Got a piece of it. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
That's what we call cashing in from the mid-range. T.J. Warren's been there a time or two.
Dunn passes to Carter. The feed to Allen. In the corner, it's Levine. Back to Allen. Over Smith. That's good from Allen on the assist by Levine. 16 points for Allen.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Warren kicks to Smith. Outside, Rodman. Shot clock at 6. And the shot by Warren, no good. Chicago leading by 5. For 3, Levine. Rodman grabs the miss. Rodman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Livingston. Dunn covering. Now here's Livingston. Feeds to Harris. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Harris has got 8 points.
He's been a marksman this period. Their shot mechanics finally in sync.
Dunn kicks to Markkanen. Allen passes to Markkanen. Dunn outside. Now Allen. He's covered by Livingston. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 4 this quarter.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now. I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Inside. Markkanen passes to Allen. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Chicago. Very strong season they've had. Always at or near the top of the conference. And right now they're in first place in contention for that. Exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And checking out Toronto, just way behind.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
And their job now is a simple one. Keep doing exactly what they've been doing and get themselves in the best position possible for the postseason.
It's deflected. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
An example of Dunn showing just how unselfish he is, moving the ball well.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Smith dishes to Rodman. Back to Smith. Kicks it to Harris. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Doris, look in your crystal ball. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the 2-3 best players in the NBA?
Well, certainly some of the names. I won't say this is a definitive list, but as long as health holds, I'm going to give you 3 men who are going to be bad men in the NBA for a long time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, because the Greek freak is able at his size to handle it, take it off the window, and dominate action in transition. If he gets a consistent jump shot, forget about it. Ben Simmons, exactly the same thing. His passing ability is extraordinary. I think you'll see him get a low post game, and I think he'll get a jump shot, and he will be unguardable. And one of my absolute favorites is Mr. Joel Embiid. Give it to you inside, give it to you outside. Mr. Embiid can handle it. He can dominate with his defense. Those 3 men are going to be all-stars for a long, long time.
Allen kicks to Blakeney. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Allen's shot is off.
Boy, a little too casual on the layup. Temporary loss of focus. Not good.
Outside Warren. That 3 off the mark.
Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, you know he's going to keep asking for the basketball.
And the 3 ball is good.
Come on now. We're talking about a big-time athlete with Zach LaVine. Catches the ball, gets into his rhythm, all in one motion.
Livingston kicks to Harris. Warren trying to break loose. Harris's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Jackson. Averaging 9 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Back to Warren. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. From 11 feet away. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Booker.
Boy, what a tough night. Imagine what their lead would be if he were having a better night from the field.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Knocked loose. Allen against Warren. And now Warren running the floor all by himself.
Do not get casual with the basketball around Josh Jackson. He has the length and athleticism to make things happen.
2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Allen passes to Blakeney. Back to Allen. Lays it up and banks it in. Allen's got 24 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Booker the bounce pass. 15 seconds left in the second quarter. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Booker's got 8.
Now, teams are playing him to set up behind the arc, but Booker can just as easily beat you from the mid-range.
And so we conclude the first half. Bulls lead by 6. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be... And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Really an incredible game from AI.
Yeah, the first half, what a thing of beauty. He was just living in the lane.
How special is it, Greg, to watch a guy who's able to get into the paint with speed and consistency? They cannot let him get inside like that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls, Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Allen in at the small forward. Markkanen kicks to Allen. Clock at 4. And he's good on the 3-ball. Allen's got the lead up to 9 now for Chicago.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
There's the pass to Booker. Fires from 18. That's good from Harris on the assist by Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And guys, Devin Booker getting great praise from some big-time players. Kyrie Irving says he raises his game to another level against high-level teams. Now he needs consistency, gentlemen.
Levine finds Allen. And the Bulls, another 3.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Booker the pass to Rodman. Back to Booker. Lots of room. That shot is off. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Of course, Booker put 70 on the Celtics one evening. That obviously made quite an impression.
Well, I remember Jaylen Brown saying he doesn't have a conscience. He can shoot it with no remorse. He has a green light, and that's what makes it tough. Sounds like he had to guard him that night.
Warren against Allen. Warren kicks to Livingston. And too long on the shot.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Rodman with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Bridges, he's checked in for Warren. From 11 feet away, here's Allen, and it's Allen slamming it down.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
The other bench deflated because that was a rough sequence for the defense. They hated to give up those points, but did nothing to stop it.
And the Suns call time here.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
Here's Rodman right through the D for the layup. Rodman's got 5 points so far.
Well, in that individual matchup, the rim is totally unprotected. He's just got too much size on him.
Dunn passes to Carter. It's Allen, top of the key. The shot by Carter, nobody around. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Here's Livingston. Dunn with some nice D. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Carter. Rodman grabs the miss. Rodman's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Phoenix, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Marjanovic checked in for Carter. Evans comes in for Levine. And it's Moutier in for Dunn. And Phoenix also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Tobias Harris. Allen drives in. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Allen. And it's 6 points for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Livingston with the ball for Phoenix. They trail by 14. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And they're playing through a string of road games that will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. To the inside, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, it's the size that Livingston presents at the point guard spot that's so unique. This guy is terrific finding the open man.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Allen. Back to Markkanen. Passes to Moutier. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Allen. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Suns trail by 12. Here's Booker. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got 4 assists now tonight.
I'll tell you, he's been one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Now we get a chance to view the NBA's best setup men. You look at Allen, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
It's hard to argue with his status as the best passer in the NBA right now. He just distributes the ball so well.
The Bulls making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. Smith checked in for the Suns. Here's Rodman. They get the rebound. Antetokounmpo. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got his first points of the game. Chicago leading by 10. Evans finds Marjanovic. Here's Allen. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, guys, his scoring has been maybe the biggest factor in building this lead, and he's got plenty of energy left.
Outside, Rodman. In the corner, it's Bridges. Evans against Booker. Over Evans. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Moutier, no good. Suns trail by 10. Smith outside. And J.R. Smith with the slam.
You know, we think J.R. Smith is just a shooter, but make no mistake, he has no problem attacking the rim.
Allen against Antetokounmpo. And he banks in the layup. Allen's got 38 points.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Phoenix calls timeout. Parker's checked in for the Bulls. And for the Suns, Ayton comes in for Rodman. And it's Jackson in for Smith. And here are the Suns now. It's a 10-point game. To the paint, here's Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Denzel Valentine.
I don't think you can be too physical with Josh Jackson. This guy is very good at getting calls when he has the basketball. Well, Josh Jackson, the number 4 pick in the draft, despite having a little bit of a raw offensive game. But you think about his motor, the competitiveness, the intensity, what a high ceiling here.
He kicks to Booker. Six on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Chicago making a switch here. Blake needs to... Allen outside. Stolen by Warren. For 3, Harris. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. .146 left in the third. Back to Dunn. 6 on the shot clock. Levine for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Jackson down low. He's against Parker. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Woo! How about the quickness of Josh Jackson? Off the drive to the cup. That is dynamite.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
In a moment now to see some numbers for Levine. He's around 18 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is. A flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
Booker can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Phoenix, trailing by 2. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Booker against Allen. Here's Warren. And it's good off the back rim and in. Warren's got 10.
Don't you get the sense that T.J. Warren enjoys the challenge of a defender in his grill?
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. And Phoenix making a change here. Livingston's checked in. 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. Tipped away.
Don't have to be in a hurry. They can hold for the last.
And I think that's exactly what you'll see here, right? They don't want the other team getting that final look.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Chicago, they had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Pass to Ayton. With 1 on the clock, whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
You know, you've got to be composed mentally right now at this time of the game. It's really careless play right there.
We've got more in store for you right after this.
Please don't try to play.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Setting the floor for the Suns. T.J. Warren out there with Harris. And there's Livingston. Then it's Josh Jackson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Here's Allen. Yet another bucket.
Once again, he's hit the 40 mark as he has been nothing short of stellar all season long.
And now he has moved into 3rd all-time for most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, Jordan was able to put up 40 points an incredible 37 times back in '87, but that mark has been passed. What a special year.
Here's Warren. Allen with the rebound.
Well, I wouldn't say the D was exceptional, but it certainly was enough to bother him.
Levine kicks to Allen. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Knocked loose. Shot clock at 5. No good that time. Nice D from Warren. Harris looking it over. Back to Jackson. Ayton with it. Carter on him. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Livingston. Livingston's got his 5th assist in this one. Dunn dishes to Allen. Pass to Markkanen. And the call will be against Harris. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Baseline J on the way, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, the defense has to be better. Dunn is such a quick release on these mid-range jumpers.
Livingston kicks to Harris. Shoots over Markkanen. A shot, no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Allen. Markkanen passes to Carter. And the call will be against Shaun Livingston. That's his first foul. Rodman, he's checked in for the Suns. Here is Carter. To the inside. Allen out to the right wing. Ball's knocked loose. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Jackson's got the ball. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Saturday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And looking at that Lakers matchup, they can't come out playing timid. Just because they're facing the top team in the West, you've got to play your game, minimize mistakes, and if they do that, they got a chance at the W.
Back to Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Allen kicks to Dunn. A three-pointer off the mark.
No doubt it's been a rough game for him. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it as long as they hang on to the lead the rest of the way.
That's good from Harris. He's perfect from the line this time. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Dunn passes to Allen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's Allen slamming it down.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Livingston kicks to Rodman. Outside Jackson. And stolen by Dunn. Puts it up from 12. And it's Levine that time on the assist by Allen. Allen's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Bounce pass Livingston. Here's Warren. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You can see that T.J. Warren has no problem playing through contact or around multiple bodies. How about the power?
Bridges, he's checked in for Jackson. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. The lead is 2. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Livingston with it. It's stolen by Allen. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Rodman with the block. And they're able to recover. Suns trail by 4. Carter comes in with the double team. Stolen by Carter. And here is Allen. Now Markkanen bangs home the trifecta.
Well, I think the best part of his tremendous three-point ability as a big man is just how much it stretches the defense.
Livingston passes to Bridges. A 3 from Warren. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Here's Allen. Good with the fadeaway. Allen's got 46 points.
Boy, we're getting to the stretch run, and this guy is not cooled off. He is not about to let this lead slip away.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
And I think, Greg, he just has to get them on the same page. With this kind of lax defensive effort, something has got to change.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Here's Harris. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Bulls leading by 9. Allen kicks to Levine. Down low. Dunn. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, the D can't stop Chris Dunn in there. The wiry strength and great concentration.
Harris passes to Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Markkanen kicks to Levine. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Booker, he's checked in for Bridges.
Well, I'll tell you, 13th pick in the 2014 draft. Levine still with plenty of upside.
Outside Warren. The fader. And that one hits back iron.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Carter, the pass to Dunn. Markkanen dishes to Allen. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Booker. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
The way Warren controls his body is truly impressive. He's got the frame to absorb it.
You know, Doris, there's a lot to like about T.J. Warren's game, especially on the offensive end.
You're right. He's resourceful. He's versatile. There's enough size there to challenge you on the interior. He's worked on that perimeter skill. Just one of the guys who naturally knows how to score.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Livingston, that's good.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
Dunn kicks to Allen. And the pass to Markkanen. Back to Allen. Shoots over Warren. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 48.
Boy, what has gotten into him? He's taken his game to an unreal level this quarter.
Now here's Livingston. Dunn covering. Rodman passes to Livingston. And stolen by Dunn. Sweet little floater. And now an 11-point Chicago lead.
That's unblockable, that floater. One of the many shots in Dunn's arsenal.
Here's Rodman. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston.
You know, it's exactly how you play big inside. Take advantage of the size advantage that you have.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They've led by as many as 14 points. Levine kicks to Dunn. Dishes to Allen. Passes it to Markkanen. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Allen's shot is off. Suns trail by 9. And Harris wide open. He shoots. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Gasping for air and giving limited effort on the defensive end. Right now it's all about the offense. Boy, the shooting has been off the charts.
Yet another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. The Suns have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Here's Booker. Rebound by the Bulls. Carter's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Allen finds Levine. Booker pulls it in.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but they'll live with the shot. You know, they'll take that every time.
Back to Allen. Pass to Markkanen. Allen outside to the right side. Pass to Levine. 6 to shoot. It's deflected. At the elbow, it's Allen. Over Harris. They get it back. The shot's good from Carter. And the Bulls lead by 11.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Well, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Here's Rodman. Good work defensively by Carter. Chicago's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Allen passes to Levine. Good on the triple. Levine's got the lead up to 14 now for Chicago.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly, the defense starting to look helpless at this point.
Timeout called. The Suns. They're behind by 14. 1:43 left here in the fourth quarter. And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Booker against Levine. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. And denied at the rim, but they call the foul. Whistle blows, and we'll see him shoot 2 from the line. Doors with a more punitive luxury tax. Draft picks with their cost-controlled salaries never more important than they are today.
No doubt, Kevin. I think teams are very hesitant to part with first-round picks because they have been critical. But I think you also have to consider the second-round picks as being valuable assets. Think about the Golden State Warriors. In each of the last 2 years, they have purchased for money a second-round pick from another organization. And both times, those players ended up being critical parts of the rotation. Every draft pick, first or second round, has value.
Here's Allen. The shot from the low post is good. Allen's got 54 points.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bulls.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Allen.
Boy, we got to see this guy's full range of offensive ability. He scored at every opportunity and in every way imaginable.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Rodman. On the wing, Jackson, defended by Allen. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, the jumper is evolving over time, but these are the shots you want Josh Jackson to take.
Allen against Antetokounmpo. Levine for 3. Marjanovic kicks to Allen. Back to Marjanovic. Second shot opportunity off the mark. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.